It's a bit of a windy one, so ignore the shaky camera and the background wind. But I'd like to just do a quick video on how to become the author of your own myth. Because there comes a point in your life when you realise you've been living inside a story you didn't consciously choose. A story shaped by your upbringing, your conditioning, your survival patterns and the expectations of the people around you. And the moment you see that clearly, you're faced with a choice. Continue living the story you inherited, or become the author of the myth you were meant to live. Now, becoming the author of your own myth starts with recognizing that your life is not a sequence of events. It's a narrative driven by identity, by meaning, and by the internal rules you've been following without ever questioning where they came from. Most people don't lack potential, they lack authorship. They're characters in a script they never wrote. To become the author, you have to step out of the role you've been performing and step into a deeper truth beneath it. You have to ask, what story am I living? Who wrote it? And does it still fit the person I'm becoming? Authorship begins with awareness. The moment you see the pattern, you're no longer controlled by it. You're observing it, you're interpreting it, you're choosing how it shapes you. And then comes reclamation. Reclaiming the parts of yourself you abandoned to survive, the power you suppressed, the voice you quietened, the desires you buried, the archetypes you excelled because they didn't fit the role you were taught to play. When you reclaim these parts, your story expands, your character deepens, your myth begins to take shape. And then comes creation, the conscious crafting of a narrative that aligns with your truth. Not the story you were handed, but the story you choose. A story where your challenges become initiations, where your fear becomes thresholds, where your desires become direction, where your identity evolves because you're shaping it, not reacting to it. Becoming the author of your own myth isn't about controlling life, it's about interpreting it. It's about choosing meaning instead of defaulting to conditioning. It's about living intentionally instead of unconsciously. When you become the author, your life stops feeling like something that happens to you and starts feeling like something you're actively creating. You stop repeating the past and start writing the future. You stop performing a role and start embodying a destiny. You stop living small and start living mythically. Because the moment you pick up the pen, your entire story changes. And if you're ready to write the next chapter of your life with clarity, depth, and identity level precision, join me inside Boundless, where we rewrite that internal story, rebuild the identity behind it, and help you become the author of the myth you were always meant to live.